This is Antarctica, a place that has been beyond human reach and a great mystery for centuries. Whether it's the blood waterfalls, mysterious animals, underground lakes, or cities buried under the snow, there are countless myths and mysteries about Antarctica that have not been solved to this day. Antarctica is the only continent in the world where no human lives because the temperature here can drop to as low as -90 degrees Celsius. In addition to that, snowstorms hit at speeds of up to 300 kilometers per hour. Antarctica is also the driest continent in the world. So dry that it might surprise you to know that it is also called a desert because it only receives about 51 millimeters of rain annually. Despite these harsh conditions, many countries have been trying to take control of Antarctica for hundreds of years. Look at this map of Antarctica. France claims this portion, Norway claims this part, and Australia claims nearly the entire right side. Chile, Argentina, and New Zealand have also laid claims to certain parts of Antarctica. But why? What about this icy land makes the world's superpowers so eager to control it? Today, we will solve some of Antarctica's mysteries and investigate who actually discovered this continent. Lastly, we will uncover what secrets are hidden beneath this thick layer of ice that the superpowers seem to know, and why they are so desperate to control Antarctica. Who discovered Antarctica? Well, it depends on who you ask. The British claim that they were the first to discover Antarctica, while the Russians claim they were the first to set foot there. However, mentions of Antarctica can be traced back thousands of years to the Greek philosopher Aristotle, who suggested that the Earth is round and that the North and South poles mirror each other. In 2021, a study published by the Royal Society of New Zealand claimed that the Maori people from the Polynesian islands near Australia, according to their ancient stories, there are references to a frozen land at the southern edge of the Earth. In recorded history, it was British officer James Cook who was the first European to cross the Antarctic Circle. However, he came about 130 kilometers close to Antarctica, but did not actually see it. He turned his ship around after spotting floating icebergs and realizing how dangerous the conditions were, saying that reaching this southern continent was so perilous that no human might ever set foot there. After Cook, many explorers attempted to discover Antarctica but failed. By the 19th century, as the race for dominance over the world intensified, countries began competing to explore new lands, discover resources, and establish trade routes. This competition was driven by industrialization and the desire to become superpowers. In 1819, the Russian Empire tasked explorer Fabian von Bellingshausen to sail around the world and discover new lands. In 1820, Fabian proved James Cook wrong by reaching the Southern Ocean and observing Antarctica from a distance. Although he didn't set foot on it, he became the first person to lay eyes on the frozen continent. Between the years 1900 and 1920, many explorers ventured to Antarctica. British explorer Robert Falcon Scott reached the continent in 1911, traveling about 400 miles inland. However, due to bad weather and starvation, he and his team had to turn back. The return journey proved fatal, as they were caught in a terrible snowstorm, and all of them perished. After World War I, many countries sent expeditions to Antarctica, trying to claim parts of the continent. In 1939, under Hitler's orders, the German Air Force dropped Nazi flags over certain areas to symbolize their control over the region. After World War II, several countries established research stations in Antarctica, and this marked the beginning of the exploration of the many mysteries the continent holds beneath its ice.